Alright, what's up, y'all? It is me here, lowkeymatt, back at it yet again. What's up? And oh my fucking god. The war is gonna kill me, guys. It's what's going on my tombstone. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Are you doing alright? Are you doing good? I am 99.9% sure that you're having a good day today. That you're probably waking up to this news right now, or you stayed up to watch it like I did and are exhausted as shit, but are still very, very fucking happy. Because today was a day that I think people have been waiting for ever since January 29th, 2019, or even 2013. Even. A day in which some very, very cool stuff happened, and one particular game that people have been waiting for a very long time has officially come to fruition, ushering us in to a new era of Kingdom Hearts. That game is, of course, Kingdom Hearts 4, and it got announced today. Let's talk about that. So, if you are not aware, the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event was taking place in Japan as of today, April 10th, 2022, which is actually 13 days after the actual 20th anniversary. See what they did there. People were very surely anticipating that a new Kingdom Hearts game was going to be announced here. The people were saying Kingdom Hearts 4, but you know, like we always say, you know, just keep your expectations in check. There's always a possibility for anything, but you know, if you get your hopes too high, you'll ultimately end up disappointed. That didn't end up happening. But our first suspicions of something fishy going on was before the event actually started. So there were two parts of the event. There was a actual event going on inside of a little venue and a little gallery that was going on outside it. The gallery was actually pretty cool too, from what the pictures have shown us. We get to see a lot of cool art for the games, and we get to see some cool merchandise, some cool like memorabilia and stuff like that. So a lot of cool stuff here, a lot of stuff that may be going on sale here soon, so look forward to that too. They also had some like early concepts for Kingdom Hearts that they would not let people take photographs of, which I think was weird. I don't know why they did that. The big piece of art that people were looking at was the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary art. As you can tell in the middle of the image there are 4 slots, and in 3 of the slots you can see the 3 different versions of Sora from like the Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and they're holding up the number of their respective games. But one slot was missing, and you could fill in the blanks from there. I was up all night in Kingdom Hearts Twitter, absorbing all of it, and it was quite an experience. But then the actual event started, and there were absolutely no photography, no live tweeting, no phones, anything like that in the actual event itself. And the event was actually 3 hours long, so we were in the dark for about 3 hours as to what the future of Kingdom Hearts was supposed to be. But then ultimately Tetsuya Nomura brought down his greatness, and we actually got 3 announcements for stuff going on. One is the ending of Dark Road, which is coming in August. That may get delayed again, who knows. A Kingdom Hearts mobile game called Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, which is something that's kind of confusing me, honestly. That's a whole different issue right there. But the final announcement, of course, was Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh boy, where do I start with this thing? Whoa. Oh Nelly. It's real, guys. Kingdom Hearts 4 is real. It is a real thing. It is in existence. It is part of the gaming sphere now. And that is just so amazing to see. Oh my goodness. But obviously things are a little different this time around, if you can notice. First thing I want to talk about in the trailer is how good it looks. This thing looks insane. Like in my reaction video, I kept on saying like, this is Kingdom Hearts? This is Kingdom Hearts? Yo, it looks amazing. Since this is a very different environment that we're in, we're having to get a little bit more realistic with the graphics, and oh boy, did they go deep into that and give us the goods there. The character models look amazing. The environments look incredible. A great city environment for Quadratum and stuff like that. Whew. It looks great. From what I can tell, it seems to be using Unreal Engine 5. I may be wrong on that. I don't know. That seems to be what they're aiming for here, but it may be Unreal Engine 4 and just boosted it up, which makes sense because they created Kingdom Hearts 3 and Unreal Engine 4, and so Unreal is kind of a familiar thing to them, so I think they probably want to stick with that. Now for a quick little analysis of the trailer. Not going to go too in depth here, I'm just going to go over the highlights. So the first thing that we see here is the new title for this era of Kingdom Hearts, or arc. It's the Lost Master arc, seeing as the stuff that's been building up in Union Cross and Dark Road and other things like that. This is obviously going to involve Master of Masters, Lucio, and bringing that into the main focus of the Kingdom Hearts story. We get some shots of Shibuya, Japan in this Quadratum universe, which again looks immaculate. The narration then says that if this is not the ending you desire, then go to another world. Your options are endless. I can't tell who is talking right there. It's probably a new character with the Japan voice actors, stuff like that. It's really hard to tell sometimes. Text then says, the heart resides within the soul, which in turn is guided by fate to its rightful place. We then get a little look at a forest area, which again looks freaking awesome, somewhere in Shibuya there, I'm guessing. It transitions into this apartment area. I don't know exactly whose apartment this is. Maybe it's Yuzora's. On the couch is Sora. At least this version of Sora in this reality. Love the look that they got them there. This design is obviously reminiscent of his original design, but just adjusted for this new realistic art style. I'm guessing when you travel over to this new reality of Quadratum, you change your appearance as well to match that. He gets out of his Kingdom Shader clothes and then just, it goes off. He wakes up from his nap and he opens the door to see Strelitzia. I think I pronounced her name right. I've always had a hard time pronouncing her name. But oh my goodness, she looks fucking beautiful. Man, I love to see it. I love to see it. She looks so great. Anyways, Strelitzia tells Sora that apparently he's been here for 7 days and he's been asleep here for that and only just now have waken up. He goes out to see Quadratum and you get to see all the buildings, all the sweeping stuff, basically all the stuff that's going on in Tokyo. I think it's pretty similar to what they do in Tokyo, if not dissimilar in other areas. We then go into the city where the action starts to come in. So we get to see some actual real people, at least a large amount of them, in a Kingdom Hearts game, which is crazy to see. This is, again, a very realistic environment, very different from what we've had in previous Kingdom Hearts games. This is a new era of Kingdom Hearts right here. In the middle of the city, a black ball of darkness starts forming in the middle, right there. That does not sound right. A Dark Side Heartless, or a Ultra Mega Dark Side Heartless, comes out and starts wreaking havoc. People start running, and a car ultimately crashes into the dark side, which I thought was going to have Yuzora in it, but it ultimately doesn't. Sora rushes in to save the day, and then here we get our first look of gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 4. From what I can tell from this trailer right here, it seems similar to what we had in Kingdom Hearts 3. There's a lot of reaction commands and jumping around and hooking onto things and a lot of ways to travel around the environment and see. The HUD is exactly similar to Kingdom Hearts 3 right here. So this seems like it may be a little early. They haven't designed their own HUD for this thing yet. But in my opinion, the gameplay looks pretty freaking fantastic. Again, similar to what Kingdom Hearts 3 had to offer, but just kind of on a larger scale because of the advanced technology that the PS5 and Xbox Series X obviously bring. And this is obviously going to be exclusive to that. I don't know how they would get this to run on a PS4. Try and get your PS5s now, guys. It's going to bite you in the ass later. So he scales up of the Heartless right here, starts attacking it from different areas. Darkseid grabs a freaking building, throws it at Sora, but he just slides through there like the boss that he is. And ultimately, that's where the gameplay ends. We only get to see about like 20 seconds of it right here. But from what I can tell, it seems pretty cool. Now, I don't know if this is pre-rendered or not. My inclination that this is pre-rendered footage right here, because there is a lot of scripted things going on here, it seems like. But it does look like actual in-game footage to me. It's not like too pre-rendered like the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer was. It looks like actual gameplay. So this is probably in-engine footage right here, if anything. They're kind of representing what they want the gameplay to be like. We then go to the top of the tower where presumably the Master of Masters and Lucio are watching, and they say, if you want to leave this world, don't expect to return from whence you came. And then the Kingdom Hearts 4 logo comes on screen. And this thing is different. Obviously, this is very different because we're in a new era of Kingdom Hearts, a different era. This is a new way of doing things. So it's going to look a little different. It's a little bit more straight edge, a little bit more serious, and a darker tone for this new era of Kingdom Hearts right here. And hey, I'm on board with it. I'm fine with that if they're going to make it good and make it right. I think a lot of people may be mad about that who have not been keeping up with the lore and stuff and don't understand why. I think this may be a little confusing to them. But you know, for us real Kingdom Hearts fans, we get it, and hey, I am completely fine with it. I love this logo. I thought they were going to do something similar to like an X. I think one of the fonts that they use for the Kingdom Hearts games, they do Roman numerals a little bit different. They have the like X being the symbol for 4 because of the 4 sides of it. But obviously, they're going with a different font style for this new era and a new way of doing things, and the new logo represents that. But at the very end of the trailer, we get to see familiar faces, Donald and Goofy, in the Kingdom Shader art style. So, as we know from the Kingdom Hearts lore, everyone is trying to find Sora because he used the power of waking to bring back Kairi. And obviously that sent him to a whole new other place, and they're trying to get him back. Ultimately led him to Quadratum. Big goal is trying to find him and get him back, obviously. But ultimately, Hades comes around from Hercules. So what I'm guessing here, and what HMK has also said, that since, you know, Hades and stuff goes in the underworld and the afterlife, they're thinking that they could maybe find Sora in that world, and maybe Hades could help them. So that's what I think is going on there. And at the very end, it says magic in the making, which I'm guessing is their new way of saying now in development, just a fancier version of it. Kingdom Hearts 3 had that going on for about 5 years before we got an official release date, so we may be seeing this a lot in future footage. And that's pretty much it for the trailer right there. Lots of cool stuff to see, lots of cool stuff going on, lots to unpack. This is just a quick analysis. There's a lot more stuff to dig into if you look at the tiny little details right here. But, man, it's a real thing. It is different. Part of me wants it to continue being in the, you know, Kingdom Shader art style, which, of course, it will still do that. So it may be split between 2 different parts. It's going to be an interesting experience, I think. I don't know if they're going to be doing worlds in this game, like they normally do in Kingdom Hearts. A lot of people have suggested that they're going to do live-action Disney worlds, which, but, you know, anything is possible, I guess. It's here. There's no more denying it. We're in the Kingdom Hearts 4 news cycle. We're in the Kingdom Hearts 4 era of Kingdom Hearts stuff. However long that may be, I don't know. Now, I have a feeling that we're not going to be waiting as long for this game as we did with Kingdom Hearts 3, because it seems like they are somewhat way into development. Of course, they have this trailer stuff prepared for us, and maybe they just did that for the trailer and haven't had much other stuff going into the game yet. They're only showing us what they have complete, or what they think the game will look like. It's just concept stuff. It could be farther away, but they have probably been working on this since at least like maybe 2018, right after the development of Kingdom Hearts 3 ended. And, you know, alongside of Remind and stuff like that, and building the lore and stuff. So they've had about 3 years, or 3 or 4 years to start working on this thing. I mean, COVID has definitely impacted them like everyone else has. But I think we could be seeing this game somewhat soon. It would be nice to see this game somewhat soon. It'd be nice to play this game before I kick the bucket. I would love to see that, but no indications are here. But with this different wording right here, I think it may be saying, hey, we are farther along in development, but we still need some time. We still don't know what the release date of this thing's going to be. Welcome to the new era of Kingdom Hearts stuff, baby. It's going to be fun. I'm along for the ride, and I hope you guys are too. So tell me down in the comments below what you're most excited about to see in Kingdom Hearts 4. What do you think the overall plot of this game is going to be? What do you think they're going to be doing differently or the same? Do you think that they're going to be doing worlds in this game? What do you think the general structure of the game is going to be? And when do you think the game's going to come out? That's an interesting question. Tell me down in the comments below your opinion. Also, make sure to subscribe, like this video, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, turn on notifications. Really awesome if you did. This has been Matt, and I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that's going to be. So yeah.